You're just too marvelous for words, like glorious, glamorous, and I don't stand by amorous. It's all too wonderful, I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they're just not swell enough. You're much too much and just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous. You're too marvelous. You're too marvelous for words, like glorious and glamorous, and that old standby amorous. It's all too wonderful, I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they're just not swell enough. You're much too much and just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary. And so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're too marvelous for words. Thomas Schatz. And that old stand by amorous. It's all too wonderful, I'll never find the words that say enough or tell enough. I mean, they're just not swell enough. You're much too much and just too very, very to ever be in Webster's dictionary, and so I'm borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous. Oh, to tell you you're incredible. To tell you you're too marvelous for words. Thank you very much.
This is a tune that closed the album, and it's called Timba de la Buena. Timba is the latest rhythm that was invented in Cuba a few years ago, and they call it timba. T-I-M-B-A, timba. And this is the new timba, but we really need your collaboration. I would love to see you all dancing here tonight, shaking your booty. Shake it, baby, shake it. Y dice así, ¡hey! Vengo tocando timba de la buena, pa' que luego se baila como quiera. Vengo tocando timba de la buena, pa' que luego se baila. La timba cubana se baila como quiera. Solo menea la cadera, menea la cintura, time, Will Brown on guitar, Will Brown. Mike Tucker on the saxophone, Mike Tucker. Danny Feldman on percussion, Danny Feldman. Mark Walker on the drum, Mark Walker. Max Gurr on the bass, Max Gurr. Maxwell Hamer on the piano, Maxwell Hamer. Very soft, soft. Thank you. Before we finish, I would love to acknowledge and really appreciate from the bottom of our heart our executive producer of the album, Mr. Tim Ellis. Tim Ellis. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much for providing food in our family tables. Thank you so much. I don't know where you are, but we love you, man. We love you, Tim. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Tim is responsible for the creation and the whole process of the album, you know. And you know what? Without your help, we got the music, but we couldn't record it because we cannot afford it. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here tonight. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and please don't copy the album and spread with your friends. Tell them to buy it. No copies. Don't make copies. Buy it and listen to that, because we really had a lot of fun doing this album, and I really hope that everybody enjoy in the same way we did recording it. Have a good night. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Arturo Sandoval. Arturo Sandoval. Let's hear it for Arturo and the band.
A very emotional moment for me. When I sold Steamers, I had figured this was the end of Steamers.
The day that I found out that Steamers is coming back and at this amazing place, ThirdPlanet.Studio, I was like the best Christmas gift.
When Terence Love from Steamers and Jax kind of combined to create these Steamers jazz nights, it just seemed like the most perfect thing to have happen. The whole musical community here is excited about that.
Seeing, wow, what a lovely place. It's got beautiful sound, light, video, everything, and the food was fabulous. And they were doing the thing right.
One of the things that I love most about ThirdPlanet.Studio is when the sound system and the stage is so beautiful, the best musicians in the world want to play there. I talk to musicians and I go, hey, you want to come down and play with me at ThirdPlanet.Studio? ThirdPlanet.Studio, yes.
Well, I've been all over the world and I've seen a lot of different musical environments. The talent here is so off the charts. I mean, it's hard for people that aren't from here to understand how good here is.
Only the best musicians, all the time. It's one of the things I want to do is present the music in the greatest way. I want the musicians to feel welcome. I want them to feel at home. I want them to feel like they're just not background music.
The team here has just made so many efforts to not only bring the musicians and the audience together, like Terence was doing for so long, but to do it at a really high quality. I've been doing clubs for, again, more years than I care to count, and this is a very rare example of how a music venue can run and be set up. And I feel nothing but care is given to what we're trying to present here and how we're trying to present it.
Really is recapturing that magic. There's an electricity. You know something special is happening and you're a part of it.
And an old buddy, not old, but an old friend of mine, Mr. Bill Cunliffe on the piano. That's right, I'm older than you. Charles Ruggiero on the drums. Let's hear it from folks.
All right. Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome to Campus Jacks. We're so grateful that you're here. I'm Charles Ruggiero. And just like Terence said, that is Joshua Brown at the trombone. That's the great Bill Cunliffe on piano. And my partner in crime, that's Mike Gurrola on the bass. We're so, so grateful that you're here tonight. We're going to be playing some music, some stuff you know, some stuff you probably don't. That first tune we played was called Monk's Dream by the great Thelonious Monk. I have a monthly residency at the Baked Potato, and over the last year or so I've been playing nights just purely of Monk's music. So it's so in my head that I just figured we would bring it down here to Orange County for you guys. And yeah, so that's Monk's Dream. And the last tune we played was about a prostitute. It was called Love for Sale. One of my very favorites all time. I love that one. And I get to play my little New Orleans thing on it, so that was really fun. And, you know, great for drummers. And the next thing we're going to do is off this record. Can anybody say that out loud? It sounds strangely like my last name. You know, for years, I mean, I've been called everything. I think the worst, well, I've been called a lot of bad things, but worst one was Guerrero, somebody. So that's what, I was like, how, there's no C? I just don't understand that at all. So finally, I do all my own record covers too. So I finally had, thank you very much. I had the great idea to find, and the funny thing is, this record went to number 19 on the charts last year, and a lot of the radio DJs emailed me and they said, thank you for finally showing us how to pronounce your name. They've been saying it wrong on the air all these years. So this is, but the name of the actual name of the record, that's just the art. The name of the actual record is Charles Ruggiero, drummer, composer. It is my 7th record as a leader, and it is the first time I recorded any of my own music. I always felt drummers get a bad rap about their songwriting sometimes, and so I was always a little gun shy. But a friend of mine, I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and he said to me, those are the melodies that you hear, and that's enough. And so it gave me I was like, you know what, you're right. So I recorded it last year, and like I said, it went to number 19. I'm very, very proud of it. Thank you. You can clap. Thank you. You can also buy it. That's the other thing you can do, is buy this. So we're going to play some music from that right now. This is a song that I wrote. It's called Altered States, and it's about being very, very, very high. I mean, we live in California, right? It's okay. Altered States. And so this is us rehearsing. Fellas, all you need to know is that the end of the song is the last 4 bars 3 times. That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's Altered States. I wrote that. And boy, you guys, that might be the best anybody ever played it. And you were here to hear it. We're going to continue on. We're going to play a tune. This is one of my very favorite tunes, made famous to me anyway by the great Charlie Parker, who I'm named after. This is called, my father was a huge, huge fan. In fact, I just ran into the woman that introduced my mom and my dad. We ran into her. I hadn't seen her in quite a long time, and she told me a story. My father was like 6'5", big man, and heavy set too, and my mom was a little thing. She was like 4'11" maybe. Yeah, exactly. She used to drive a Spitfire, like a little Spitfire, and he would drive it. He was like longer than the car, you know. But anyway, this woman told me that. She said, you know, when your mother and father first started dating, he would come over and he played this one Charlie Parker record over and over and over. She said she finally went up and she took it, went right up into his face, and she just smashed it on the ground. And, you know, back when records could smash like that. So this one goes out to Kathy Costello. This is called East of the Sun. That's East of the Sun. West of the Moon. I used to know all the lyrics back when I was a young man. The next tune we're going to play another one of mine that is from this new record of mine. I will also say I have all my other records here. I have 7 records out. This one over here is all TV show themes arranged for jazz, trio, quartet, and quintet. We do Bewitched, Game of Thrones, Law and Order, bunch of great stuff. Really fun record. And I have CDs of yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a volume 2, trust me. This next tune is called Leeway. It was written for Lee Morgan. My father was a great drummer, like I said before, and he used to make his students play to a great organ record called Jimmy Smith. It was called not Full House. The Sermon. There you go. And the sermon is like a 20-minute blues, and he would rubber band his students' fingers around the drumsticks and say, play the whole thing, and make them play it for 20 minutes. And so it would really traumatize some people. But I remember hearing it over and over and over, and Lee Morgan is the trumpet player on that record, and he got into my brain, and Lee has always since then been my very, very favorite. And so this is a song written for Lee Morgan by me. It's called Leeway, and we hope you do enjoy it. You don't have it? No. I got it. I got it over here. Yeah, we're just going to find it. And here's our rehearsal. Yeah, you got it? Great. So just play the third system down. Play that with Mike. He'll play that on the bass. Play that with him. And then I'm sorry, with Josh. He'll play that. And then on the trading will just be I'll play the first 12 bars, and then you guys come in on that last 8 bars. And that's the trading. I'm going with the Latin, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's right. There you go. There's rehearsal. Here's Leeway. 8 bars out front. That's leeway for the great Lee Morgan. So when I was, this is like story time with Charles tonight. So when I was about, I don't know, maybe 20 years old, I had moved to New York City from the great city of Rochester, New York, where I'm from. I moved to New York City when I was about 17 years old. And by the time I reached 20, I kind of wanted a girlfriend. So I went looking for one. And me and my buddy, Jeremy Manacia, who plays piano on most of my records, he's a great friend of mine. He still lives in New York. He teaches at Manhattan School of Music. Him and I went out. We went out one night, just have a couple beers and, like kind of try to meet a girl. And so we met these two girls, lucky us. And it was New York, so it was about 3:30 in the morning. Things were starting to wind down. And one of the girls goes, "Would you like to take this back to my place?" And I said, "Well, I would very much like to take it back to your place." And so the four of us went back to her place, and her place was on Riverside Drive, if you know New York at all. Beautiful. And on about 106th Street. Gorgeous. I mean, and the place was, it was like bigger than here, I mean, it was so big, the place was enormous. It was like and it was the whole brownstone. It was all 5 floors of this beautiful brownstone. I mean, it was really like a mansion, you know what I mean, really, for New York City. And like the whole second floor was just the kitchen, beautiful marble, everything, gorgeous. And I thought, and silly me, I thought, man, I might have really scored here. Like, I play jazz for a living. What the hell do I, you know what I mean? I might have really made out. So anyway, her and I retired to her. She took me up to her, she kind of showed me the place. She took me into her room, and we started kissing, as young people are wont to do. And at one point, I open my eyes and I look up and I see this enormous picture. It might have been the size of that thing right there. It's an enormous picture of Duke Ellington. And I stood right up and I said, "You like Duke Ellington?" Because no teenage girls, or not teenage, but no 20-year-old girls like Duke Ellington, or at least none that I knew of. And I said, do you like Duke Ellington? And she said, "No, but this used to be his house, so I guess we just kept this poster." So, yeah. So I freaked out. I absolutely panicked. I got right up, just like the movies. I stood up and she fell off my lap onto the floor, and I ran down and I said, "Jeremy!" I knocked on the door. Jeremy, you'll never guess where we are. He's like, "Where?" I said, "We're at Duke Ellington's house." And we started running around the house and thinking Cootie Williams ate here, and Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn probably wrote a song in this room, and we're touching everything, and I said, and we went to the bathroom. I said, "Juan Tasol probably took a poop here." And so this next song is by the great Juan Tasol, Duke Ellington's. Well, that was it. I never saw her again. She kicked us right out of the house. We didn't care. All I did was want to touch where Cootie Williams ate. So this next song is by Juan Tasol, the great trombone player in Duke Ellington's band for many, many, many years. This is called Caravan. It's a drum feature. Caravan by Juan Tisol. We are going to, what time we got here? We got time for 2 more, so we're going to play 2 more. How do you like them apples? We are going to play, I don't know what we're going to play. I have no idea. We're going to play, speaking of Duke Ellington, what we're going to do now, we're going to play a tune by his great counterpart, the great guy who I can't think of his name right this second. Thank you, Billy Strayhorn. I said his name 15 seconds ago. My brain's a little fried, you know. So Billy Strayhorn, who probably, pooped in Duke Ellington's house that I was in, wrote this great tune. It's called Isfahan, and it was originally, most people play it in 4/4 time, but I like to play this in 3/4 time. So we're going to do that just now. This is called Isfahan. Like sort of halftime, like long form in 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 1. the great Billy Strayhorn, that is called Isfahan. Well, very sadly, it is the last tune of the night. But please help me welcome, or not welcome, you guys have been very welcoming. You've been a really wonderful crowd. It's hard playing drums and leading a band. Your brain is in 16 different places. Please give it up for Josh Brown on the trombone there. And that right there on the piano, that's Bill Cunliffe, the great Bill Cunliffe. We're very, very lucky to have tonight. On the bass, that's Mike Gurrola. That's my main man right there. I'm Charles Ruggiero. I'm so, so grateful that you're here tonight. Thank you so, so much for being here. Please be nice to the servers here. They're working hard. They're good people. This is one of my favorite places to come play. I really love the whole staff, the owners, and everybody that has anything to do with this place is really aces. So thanks, Golden, and everybody. Just really, it's wonderful to always be here. It's my first time here as a leader, so thanks for making it special. And you know, we'll see you next time. This next tune, this last tune, is also from this new record, which again is for sale. It's called Be Loose Blues, and it goes something like this. We're gonna play. Let's do 2 choruses of piano out front, and then we'll end with the melody twice out. It'll be a fun time. Here you go. Next time. Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you so much. Come see us again, please. Thank you again. That's Josh and Bill and Michael. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you.
Charles Ruggiero, Charles, Bill Cunliffe, Mike Gurrola, Josh. Folks, thank you for coming out. I think Charles got some CDs and albums for sale there. Want to remind you, upcoming this Sunday night, Leah Booth will be here with Gary Matsumoto. And then next Thursday night, Paul Jackson Jr. will be here on the 5th. And on the 12th, Maria Schaefer. Thank you very much. Thanks for all who came out. Take care of your servers. God bless you all.